Okay, good afternoon, everybody. We will continue the topic on the series of Songho product with the title How to Consume Ganoderma product or How to Eat 灵芝 as simple. So sometimes if you are in the business for quite a while, then you might understand, 灵芝 is so high efficacy. So what's the difference between our Ganoderma and the so-called medicine? So if you got Ganoderma, do we need medicine? What are the difference between these two? And most of the time, your customer might ask you, what's the difference between Ganoderma and Western medication? And a lot of time, your customer might even ask, how safe is this product? How safe is this Ganoderma product? Can take long term or not? Okay, I think you all believe that you all been asked this question before. And okay, so take 灵芝 need to take how many? Or take how many tablet? Or take how many capsule? Okay, take how long? And so what's the expectation after taking this product? So today this topic will answer the question I mentioned above. So how to consume Ganoderma product? So today the topic is to give you the right perception of consuming this product. And first thing first, we have to understand Ganoderma is not a medicine, but it's a health food, or we call functional food. Okay, let me give you a table. Let me give you a table to differentiate in terms of the characteristic of a common medicine, or we call Western medication, and Ganoderma. In terms of pharmacological point of view, of course, medicine you have to prescribe based on certain condition. Like for example, headache, you take Panadol. You got infection due to bacteria, you take antibiotics. So it's actually remedial prescription. Ganoderma is actually promote immunological function, improve health. So it's actually immunological function means that it's for your overall immune system and to improve or protect your health. Okay, so there's the difference. So it's not like Western medication, more symptom related. So the effect for medicine is quick acting. It means that if you headache, you take Panadol, within maybe half an hour to 1 hour, you will see the effect. Ganoderma is actually slow acting. But somebody told me that if we got, for example, migraine, you put 灵芝 or Ganoderma capsule in the. Okay, we talk about the pharmacological action of Ganoderma. We will talk about what 灵芝 can do or what Ganoderma can do. I think this slide, a lot of you all has seen it many times. So when we talk about Ganoderma, we will say Ganoderma actually address 4 things in our body: regular immune system too low, you bring up; immune system too high, you bring down. Immune system too low means what? People like children always get sick easily. First time they go to childcare, I can guarantee you the kids always sick because their immune system is not trained, and there are a lot of other children that might have the virus or bacteria. Okay, and immune system too low is people will suffer from cancer. So this is an extreme. Why we got cancer? Actually, everybody got cancer cell in the body. It's just that our body immune system able to suppress this particular cancer cell from so-called multiplying. So another extreme is immune system too high. I think just now we mentioned is that actually immune system like as simple as allergy condition. Somebody cannot take certain seafood, cannot expose to certain dust, to the extreme of autoimmune problem like lupus. Just now we mentioned about ITP, where the body actually attack the bone marrow, then they are not able to produce the one of the important component called platelet. So second thing, Ganoderma is able to improve blood circulation. I think this is important. Since young, our blood flow is very smooth. We have seldom have toxin or all the fat cholesterol in the body. So many years of consumption of food contain all these fat and cholesterol. That's how our blood actually being so-called can be become thicker, and that's why sometimes our body heart need higher pump to pump through. That's why we got hypertension. And another pharmacological of the Ganoderma is the enhancing the liver function for detox purpose. I think this is very important. When you have many toxins in your body, you feel lethargic and your cell cannot grow in the normal environment. So this is very important. And 灵芝 have been proven for this enhancing liver function. Actually, not many products in the market can enhance liver function. And remove free radical anti-oxidation. I think this is, I will tell people, Ganoderma has a very strong antioxidant property. It means that last time Chinese have been taking for the past 2,000 years with the purpose of 长生不老, longevity. So this product, even today with the medical science proven, it's contain a very strong anti-oxidation product. So you can tell people who want to look young, who want to continue to have the kind of youth, then take this Ganoderma product. And we are mentioning that Ganoderma is actually very safe. Why? Ganoderma is not able to maintain good health. As I mentioned just now, address the 4 things. So it's actually possible to take for whole life. So somebody asked me, Ganoderma can take for how long? I say it depends on you. For me, I've been taking Ganoderma product for 20 years. A lot of my customers have followed me for the past 20 years. And in Shen Nong 本草经 and 本草纲目, Shen Nong Herbal Classic and the Companion of Materia Medical, 2 of the important medical books in China, as mentioned that there are 6 types of Ganoderma that is actually innocuous. It means that actually not harmful to the body, can be taken long term. And for our product, Yongken Ganoderma, we actually gone through this safety test. If you've not seen this, if you've seen it for the first time, so okay, then you just pay more attention to it. For our Yongken Ganoderma, before it launch in the market, because we actually got the accreditation for the Taiwan Health Food, for the Taiwan Health Accreditation. So before you prove your efficacy, you must prove that this product is safe. So there's a few tests that we have done, okay? Before this product to launch, we need to go through this Ames test. This one is actually a tissue test, in vitro chromosome aberration assay test. Actually, they prove that there's no toxin, there's no changes to the chromosome. So this is very important. Number 2 test we call subacute oral toxicity test in the mice. This one is very interesting. So actually, we get the mice, 老鼠, we force feeding Ganoderma extract, okay, for 28 consecutive days, okay. After that, then we will study the organ, tissue, and we found that there's no sign of toxicity in this organ, tissue, and the organ. So what does that mean? So it's very safe. So from this research, we interpolate to the human weight. That's where we come up to for our Yongken Ganoderma, okay, this product, if we convert to the human weight, for example, talk about human average weight of 70 kg, we can actually consume about 210 grams per day, which means that actually about 7 bottles of Yongken Ganoderma you can consume for about 3 years or 2.7 consecutive years. So this is a proof that sometimes people ask me how safe is this product. Do we have data or not? And this is data. Based on this subacute oral toxicity test in mice, interpolating the human weight of 70 kg, the person can take about 7.78 bottles of Yongken Ganoderma per day for consecutive of 2.7 years. Okay, you are not convinced about this? Let me share with you another so-called acute toxicity test. We actually feed the Ganoderma to the mice until the mice die, or until the mice 50% are died. The average amount of Ganoderma fat is recorded until half of the mice are dead. So that's called LD50. So the lethal dose of 50%. So this one is an important test. Is an international standard for medicine, for the health food also. So you know how many kg they need to feed in order for them to die, okay? So actually that is a very high dose, okay? 38.3 plus minus 1.048 gram. So there's a plus minus. So to achieve this, okay, based on what we are in our per kg of 38.3, if you interpolated, this one is actually a very, very large amount. And to this research, I understand that the mice are not dying because of the toxicity. It's because of the 撑死 eat too much. So just to prove that this one is very safe. Okay, don't need to worry. And there are many Ganoderma products in the market. How we choose one that is actually effective and safe? So we need to talk about professional extracted Ganoderma product. A lot of customer or consumer tell, hey, Ganoderma is very good after I explain to you, after he listened to you lah, after he or she listened to you. Then he said, hey, can I go to this so-called medical hall, medical hall to buy the those 切片 slice Ganoderma, then I boil water, can or not? I'm not sure I've been asked this question before. Well, the question is yes. Okay, we do some study for the Ganoderma slice 切片的灵芝 it's about 30 grams sold in the market. If you boil it into a ball of 150 cc, so actually it's low in terpenoid extract, only 1/3 of our 450 mg Ganoderma capsule. So why so troublesome? You have to go and slice 30 grams, then you boil, only get 1/3. I also depend on what kind of Ganoderma. Some, if you go and buy the very old one, I tell you, I think not even 1/3. So easy one is just to buy our Ganoderma capsule. So extracted Ganoderma fruit body for true efficacy and convenient to take. I think that is the idea. Okay. And taking Lingzi is not medicine. You cannot take 1 time or 2 times. You have to take long term. So long-term administration. Okay, let me show you. Long-term consumption of Ganoderma is required to achieve optimal health condition. Okay, so the expectation is that you take Ganoderma like eating your daily food. So Hippocrates, we call the very famous the father of medicine. Okay, this one is before century, so the before century 260 and 270. So now it's about 200 and 500,000 years ago. Okay, this gentleman is a father of medicine, Hippocrates. He mentioned that let food be the medicine and the medicine be the food. So the best medicine is usually food, the one you consume every day. Am I right? So what we consume every day can be medicine. Actually, that's what we try to say. For Ganoderma, you actually consume long term, even for life, for maintenance. So similar to the Chinese medicine, we always mention that Ganoderma Lingzi is 药食同源 concept. It means that medicine and food are homologous. It means that you should take this as a daily dose. It's like your food. So to say, Ganoderma is a food when you should eat every day to have that kind of efficacy. So disease does not develop overnight. So in order to purge the disease away, the recommended is that later I'll summarize dosage for you, but I want to put it here. If you are able to consume 12 capsules of Yongkian Ganoderma for 3 months, actually that is able to provide you an anti-oxidation capability and the blood improving and your liver function. So it means that actually it will give you anti-oxidation, improve blood flow, and improve your liver function. That is what we achieve. So first thing first, you want to address certain pre-illness condition. 12 capsules of Yongkian Ganoderma for 3 months. That's why we will tell people, if you can, take for 3 months. Okay. So sometimes we tell people, okay, you try 1 month first, look at the vertical reaction, then you can, after that you consume 3 months. Then we see how it reacts to your body. So that's how we recommend 3 months. And to that concept, I think everybody hear this before. Prevention is better than cure. I think this is a concept we want to tell everybody today. Actually, the most popular medicine practice now is to use preventive medicine. Okay, so how this preventive medicine work or helpful? It's a prolongation of survival rate of variety of cell in the human body. For example, your heart cell, your kidney cell, then you're able to extending the lifespan of the organ. As simple as I will tell people, our body organ system, actually, for example, your so-called the blood circulation system is made up of heart and all the, for example, all the blood vessels. So this is a system, and in the system there's an organ. So for example, heart. Heart, it contains the heart tissue. Heart tissue actually formed by our cell or heart cell or the cell. So the cell of the heart. So if you are able to actually protect the cell, extend the lifespan of the cell, then your organ will able to extend. So I will tell all my customers is that Our body is like our car, like a car. The car, we have many spare parts that forming the running of the car, just like many organs in our body forming our surviving of a human being. So for the car, the spare part, for example, condenser lah, compressor lah, even your tire or whatever, you change from time to time. But imagine that in your body, which organ you can change? Not many, not possible, right? So actually, that is a reason that we have to taking health product like Ganoderma that actually prolong the lifespan of the body cell. Then you have healthy tissue, organ, then our organs, body system. So long-term use of Ganoderma, you will feel, in general term, you will feel more energetic, 精神比较好, and you're less likely to get cold. Means that 感冒, okay? So maybe easy to go toilet, easier bowel movement, this actually observed. And also improvement of a lot of subjective symptom observable system, means that sometimes you might have a bit of headache, you might have a slight problem here and there, but taking Ganoderma for some time, this thing just so-called disappeared. So this will improvement in observable symptom. Okay, so today you might think that whether do I need this kind of health supplement? As compared to maybe our 30, 40, 50 years ago, our last generation, they don't take supplement. Why today we don't take supplement? So why? The challenges of the being good health today is always environmental pollution. Because you know that our earth is actually sick. Okay, many health problems. Not just we have health problems, the place we stay, the earth, also got sickness. And that's why you can see that nowadays, a lot of flood, and sometimes in certain places, actually there's a dry spell for many months. So this is environmental problem. We also have a work stress related, unhealthy diet, and a lot of time we are actually less doing exercise. We have sedentary lifestyle. So that is actually one of the thing that actually the challenge of being good health today. So so what is the dose we should take for Ganoderma? As I mentioned in the earlier part of presentation, Ganoderma is very safe. There's no limit on consumption of this product. Actually, the higher you consume, actually, the faster you see the effect. So the lower the dose, the longer it takes to see the effect. The higher the dose, the faster you see the effect to take place. Okay, but only you need deep pocket now. And for certain conditions like tumor, you might need very high dose to address, like for example, cancer, stage 1, I will say you take minimum 30 Yonggeng 1 to start with, because that is to reduce the, quickly, you need to see the higher efficacy of this product and also reduce the side effect of the treatment. So sometimes the starting dose need to be high, as the toxin accumulated in your body for the past many years need to be metabolized and excreted. That's why sometimes I encourage people to take high dose, okay, at the initial state. So once your healthy level is gained after taking high dose, for example, you take with 12 capsules for 3 months, you should not suddenly review or stop. You could nullify the previous benefit of Ganoderma, should reduce gradually. So after you take 12 for 3 months, you want to reduce to 8 for another month, after long-term consumption of 4. I think that's the idea. After a period of lower, or if you take Lingzi for a lower period of maintenance lows, for example, 2 or 4 capsules of Ganoderma, Yonggeng Ganoderma, then you might from time to time choose 1 month of the year you feel that you are tired, then you can do the high dose for a period of maintenance or detoxification. So you take high dose, you cannot stop immediately, you have to taper down. You take low dose for health maintenance, it's advised that through the year, sometime a year, you can actually go through this high dose to do some maintenance or detox process. So let's see. This one is a dose. You see this graph, okay? So it's best that you take high dose first, then you can come down. Then after that, for some time, you take a high dose to do detox, then you come down. So general guideline based on Yonggeng Ganoderma, health maintenance is about 4 to 6 capsules a day. So if you are smaller build, you take 4, that's good. For my size, maybe I need to take 6 or 8 just for maintenance purpose, okay? So always commit to take 3 months and beyond. Pre-illness, I mentioned just now, you have certain things you need to address. So you need about 3 trial capsule per day. So for example, you have hypertension, the customer got high cholesterol, okay, you need that. And for certain things, we have more complication. The illness like 3 high, you have a hypertension coupled with maybe high cholesterol or even the high blood glucose. You might need to take high 20. Autoimmune system related need to take 20, about 20. But for cancer, I always suggest that you need to 30 and above. So anything below 20 of this thing we call you need to take mega dose. And we know we have product called pollen. The guideline is always pollen is 2 times 灵芝. For example, you take 4 Ganoderma, 4 cap of Ganoderma or Yonggen 1, you take about 2 cap of Yonggen Ganoderma, you take 4 cap of pollen. You take 4 Yonggen Ganoderma, you take 8 of so-called the Yonggen pollen, okay? You can do this, increase until about maybe 30 Yonggen pollen. So beyond that, you just maintain 30 Yonggen pollen. And when is the best time to take Ganoderma? Okay, it's always good to take before meal because your gastric acid can digest the effective component of Ganoderma called tretinoin. And another component is polysaccharide or an adenosine. It actually can be absorbed better without the presence of the food, or rather some macromolecular polysaccharide, it actually wake up the immune chain within your intestine. So if your intestine is so-called empty, that might be better. For those that have pre-existing condition and for the digestive symptom, like for example the person got the gastric issue or gastric ulcer, so there's the following advice is given. You, instead of taking the Ganoderma before meal, I said before meal acid juice can better digest, am I right? And this person have a lot of acid juice, so they can take after meal. And you take before meal, sometimes it will cause some irritation to the ulcer, gastric ulcer, if have on the person's stomach. Or the person takes smaller dose spread through the day, they also help. Okay, optimum time taking either before meal or 30 minutes to 1 hour after meal. So remember, I said best to take before meal, or if you want, take 30 minutes or 1 hour after meal. People with gastric condition can eat immediately after meal. So that is the thing. Okay, can this Ganoderma take together with other medical therapy or medical medicine? Yes, taking Ganoderma in combination with the Western medicine have the following good effect. Actually, it actually can enhance the effect of the medicine. For example, people who go through chemo on the chemo drug, take Ganoderma actually enhance the efficacy of the chemo drug on the body. It also, the explanation is that it actually can remove all the toxin of the body because of this chemo drug. So the cell can quickly grow in a more healthy environment, and the chemo drug can destroy the so-called the cancer cell more effectively. And of course, it also reduce side effect of the medicine. A lot of medicine will have the side effect in the liver and kidney. You know why? Because liver need to metabolic whatever medicine we are taking. So to reduce side effect, that is important. So you have Lingzi has enhanced the liver function, that will actually reduce the side effect. Okay, using Ganoderma with chemotherapy. Okay, and that is an example you can take together with the Western medication. And somebody asked, can we take this product before operation or not? Yes. Ganoderma help to maintain optimal physical state in order to manage the ensuing trauma. Operation means that you have trauma to the body. So actually, taking Ganoderma actually help you to improve your optimal physical stage. Okay, your overall immune system, blood circulation, and enhance your detox of the liver, and actually so-called provide you a very strong anti-oxidation in the body cell. And after operation, can you take? Yes. So the idea is that the day you want to go for operation, you just don't take already, okay? Then after operation, the moment the doctor certify you can take food, then you just start taking the Lingzi or Ganoderma. So after post-operation, the galvanic acid or tretinoin can inhibit inflammation and stimulate platelet coagulation, means that your wound will be healed better lah. So actually this one will make substantial contribution to the recovery. So actually the answer, after operation, person need to take, because they can prevent the complication of the operation like inflammation, bleeding and all this. Okay, so by protecting the cell, tissue and organ, Ganoderma versus the best oxidative, the most medical therapy. So conclusion, take Ganoderma together with Western medication. Okay, so in conclusion, this is my last slide. Ganoderma restore, enhance and give you the best body function, protect your health. So it's a very good choice, no matter where you are in your body health stage. Whether you're healthy, you want to do as maintenance, you might have some pre-illness, you want to get back to the healthy stage of your body, or you're already on illness and taking certain medication, or even a cancer patient going through chemo or radiotherapy, Ganoderma product is always recommended.